Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here to do another vendor wax haul video. So this will focus on things that I bought from L3 Waxy Wonders. So this was, I want to say it was an anniversary sale. They did a restock, and they did a 20% off code with it at the same time. And I'd already been kind of pondering ordering from the restock because there was some stuff that sounded really good. And then when the 20% off code was announced, I just went all in. So it's not like, it's a big haul. It's not like, you know, a crazy all-consuming haul, but it's a pretty big haul. So yeah, I've got some good stuff. So we'll get stuck into it. I will say, normally there is a sample bag of 3 samples. I didn't have that this time, but I'm not sure because I've had a few orders. I had a few orders in this forwarder box that didn't have samples. So it's possible it was sent and something's happened at my forwarder. They've lost or pinched. I don't know. I'm going to look back at the photos and stuff and try to figure it out. Because even though it's samples, you know, they're my samples. But it is still possible, of course, that I just didn't receive any, which is also fine. But, you know, I like to know if a vendor did send me something, I like to know that I like to receive it for a start. But anyway, so yeah, I'll start with, I've got some scoops here. So I'll start with the scoops that I got. So I got some big ones and some small ones. So the first one I have here is Palo Santo Buttercream Mellow Fireside. So I've been into buttercream scents lately, like as a kind of like creamy blender of choice. There's a lot of sort of creamy blender scents out there that I don't love, but buttercream I do. Palo Santo I love, and Mellow Fireside I just thought, you know, it sounded really good. Oh, it is. This one is really, really good. I'm really excited about this one. It's just the perfect combination of just creamy, sweet smokiness. Like not bakery per se. More kind of gooey creamy, but you've got a bit of smokiness from Mellow Fireside. You've got a lot of Palo. It smells so good. So really good if you kind of want like a really good creamy sweet Palo without it being actual bakery. So looking forward to that one a lot. Did another buttercream blend. So buttercream frosting, sugar cookie roll, and zucchini bread. So I've had scents with those 3 notes. So I think one of my favorite berry scents is a wild berry mousse scent with all of those notes. So I thought this would be really good potentially to melt on its own, but also to blend, because it just seems like a really good bakery base. And again, I love that buttercream frosting. Yeah, it's really good. You get a lot of zucchini bread. It's like a really creamy zucchini bread with almost like a cookie crumble or something on it. Yeah, and I can definitely tell that is like the base, the kind of that wild berry mousse scent that I really love. I can definitely smell the part of that I, you know, the bakery part of that I really enjoy in here. So that's very good as well. Sugared Lavender Twist Boardwalk Mallow Clouds. So this, I got a sample of Sugared Lavender Twist and I really enjoyed it. I have been liking some sweet lavender scents, but some of them are really creamy and just so it's really hard for me to know which ones I like and which ones I don't. But Sugar Lavender Twist was good. So I thought Boardwalk Mallow Clouds, you know, I'm not always massively into it, but I just thought it sounded like a nice combo. And yeah, this is really pretty. Like, it's Sugar Lavender Twist and like I don't know how else to describe it. The Boardwalk Mallow Clouds is not overwhelming. It's definitely Sugared Lavender Twist heavy, but the BMC is there. It's really nice. Like, it makes it into kind of like a body care lavender, but without smelling like lavender soap, which is what I don't like. So that works really well for me. Vanilla Butter Fudge Zucchini Bread Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I am actually melting a fluted tart of this in this room right now. So I've had it before. And I really do like it. It is, I think, the same as that Vintage Chic Scents blend in terms of the notes that are in there. Martha Stewart. I think this one throws differently. I think the oils or the mix or whatever is a bit different. But it's really yummy. The Cupcakes at Tiffany's doesn't come on too strong. It's mostly vanilla butter fudge and zucchini bread with a little bit of extra richness from the Cupcakes at Tiffany's. It's a really solid scent. I could blend it as well as melt it solo. I've been enjoying melting it solo though. I just love vanilla butter fudge and zucchini bread really. So that one's very good. And then I have cherry blood orange margarita coconut soleil. I did in this order, I think part of what happened was when the discount went up, when the restock went up and the discount was there, I realized that a whole lot of autumn stuff was being introduced, like spooky shapes and stuff, and I felt like I had a bit of a panic. I was like, I feel like if all the summer stuff is disappearing, I haven't ordered enough stuff for my summer, which is coming up. So you will see there is a bit of a theme of I kind of went through the remaining summer stuff and got a fair bit of that. So yeah, that's kind of where I went with a lot of these choices, and some of them are a bit different. Like this one, I love blood orange, I love margarita. I wasn't sure about the other notes, so yeah, this one's got quite a heavy cherry to it, which I don't think I love. I wish there was more margarita. I can smell blood orange and that smells good, but it's mostly blood orange and cherry, and it is a bit of a medicinal type cherry. There is a slight body care aspect in there as well, which I'm guessing is the coconut soleil. Yeah, look, I wish the margarita was stronger because margarita is a great oil. But this is still probably okay. All right, so now I have some trig tarts. 4 trig tarts. So Mountain Dew. I've never had Mountain Dew. I don't know if I blended with it or I've had it solo. It's, yeah, again, summer scents was what I was going for. It has an odd tone to it that I don't know if I love. Like, I can smell like a kind of lemon limey thing. And it smells quite like a flat soft drink. I don't know. I mean, I've had Mountain Dew before, but it was a long time ago. I don't know if Mountain Dew in Australia is the same as it is in the US. Often we get different versions of things. But yeah, there's a kind of chemically note to it, which the drink probably has as well, in truth. That I don't know if I love. So we'll see. Probably be alright to blend. Grapefruit mangosteen. So I've had this from other vendors, and I know there's a lot of people that like it, and I think I did enjoy it. I had it once, I think, in a sample from another vendor. Yeah, it is good. It's like a very tart grapefruit, but with some added sweetness from the mangosteen and a bit more lightness. So it's good. I do like a good grapefruit scent, so that's very good. Fresh baked bread. So I've had this in a few blends from L3. I've never had it on its own. I do enjoy it in blends, so that's why I wanted to get some solo. I will say the first sniff does remind me of smelling like a crust, like the crust of a really crusty loaf of bread. But then you don't actually get that follow-up of just dense, yeasty bread, if that makes sense. I don't know what it turns into actually, but I like it. I do enjoy it. But yeah, it's kind of a little bit like bread. But I feel like there's aspects of it that are not the whole bread experience, if that makes sense. But anyway. And then the last trig tart that I have is driftwood. So this is good. It's very strong. It's funny, driftwood is a scent. This is a scent that I find is very different from different vendors. Like, I've tried a few just plain driftwoods, and each vendor, it's just not the same. It's like a completely different oil. This one is, to me, it is like a cologne take on a driftwood, but I feel like it's got all of the elements. It's got wood. It's got a bit of a aquatic saltiness to it. It's probably closer than some of the others I've tried to what I would think about when I think about driftwood, right? Like kind of wood that's been in the ocean for a long time. But it also has like a perfume or a cologne base to it. So it is good. And I know I've enjoyed it in blends, so that's why I thought I'd get some of it solid. I find sometimes with trig tarts, I buy them literally just so I can smell the scent on its own. Like, I don't necessarily have any specific blending ideas that I want to do. I just wanted to smell what driftwood smells like from L3 on its own, and then I'll just have to figure out the blending later. Okay, so now I have a bunch of bunt packs, fluted tart packs, shapes, all sorts of things. So Patchouli Rain Yuzu Bamboo. This is one I think was maybe like a custom, and I've been eyeing it off for a little bit. It's very strong, very spa-like. I don't know, I like it, but I feel like it's a scent that's going to give me a headache. Like I think bamboo is one that maybe just is triggering for me. Like it's a very clean, sharp scent. And then the yuzu is kind of adding citrusiness. I like Patchouli Rain, and I do like the kind of earthiness that it adds, but I'm just wondering if I'll be able to handle that bamboo. It smells good though, but it just, I know me and I know what my headaches are like, and that feels like a headache inducing scent. Blackberry jam, zucchini bread, and roasted coffee. So there was some roasted coffee blends up in the shapes, and of course I had to do that. Super cute batty bat. Oh, it smells really good. It's a little bit on the light side though. Sometimes blackberry jam butter cookies can do that. But I can smell like a jamminess. I can smell zucchini bread. And I can smell roasted coffee. Her roasted coffee is not like, it is so delicious in bakery blends, but it's not like super strong. So it is good for me, because that's kind of, I want bakery forward blends with a bit of coffee, just not the other way around. That smells delicious. Yeah, so definitely if you wanted a stronger coffee in a bakery blend, you'd probably want something like her espresso. But if you like it to be bakery but with just coffee in the mix there, then that's perfect. Pumpkin pecan waffles, vanilla butter fudge, and espresso. So this one sounded right up my alley, and it actually sounds kind of similar to a custom that I have. The difference is the custom, so it's pumpkin pecan waffles, vanilla butter fudge, it's roasted coffee and sugared shortbread, so it's got more bakery and that coffee. And I love that custom. That is probably one of the best customs I've ever done. And yeah, this is definitely related. It's actually got a stronger sweetness to it. I feel like maybe the sugared shortbread, even though it's a sweet bakery as well, I just feel like it dials down the pumpkin pecan waffles a bit. Because yeah, I get more pumpkin pecan waffles, and it's denser because of the vanilla butter fudge. And the espresso is in there, but it's actually still not overwhelmingly strong. Like it's a nice coffee element. So yeah, love that. Love that so much. I think I like my custom version better, even though they're different, but they're kind of similar to me. But still, that is very, very good. I bought two shapes of that one, the blackberry jam butter cookie, zucchini bread, and roasted coffee. I'll show you the shape though, because they're different shapes and they're really cool. It's like a cool looking skull there. I also got two of this one. So blueberry muffin, roasted coffee, French vanilla. So again, just more, if I see roasted coffee, I'm getting roasted coffee, you know. I think they're both, yeah, they're both these pumpkins. This one smells really nice. I don't feel like I've had much exposure to French vanilla, and it is nice, but also almost perfume-like not. Yeah, there's almost a body care element to it, but it's still, because it's blueberry muffin and roasted coffee, it's not, but the French vanilla just feels like it leans that way. It's really nice though. The blueberry note is nice, the roasted coffee is there, but again, it doesn't overwhelm, it just blends in really nicely. Not the best if you're you know, a real strong coffee fan, but for me this is perfect, so happy with those. Okay. Dragonfly and Amber Brown Sugar Fig. So this is Sweet Lunar Eclipse and Blackberry Amber. That's the Dragonfly in Amber, and then there's Brown Sugar Fig. So I got this one because I love Blackberry Amber, and I don't tend to see many blends with Blackberry Amber. I have multiple things of Blackberry Amber myself, but I haven't seen many vendor blends with it. Really good. I smell, it's Blackberry Amber is the most strong part, and I guess that's maybe why it doesn't get blended with a lot, because it is very strong and very overwhelming. It's a beautiful, polished, not woody, but just really gorgeous blackberry scent. But I can smell that kind of smooth sweetness from the brown sugar fig. I don't know about sweet lunar eclipse. Like, the only notes I can recognize are the blackberry amber and the brown sugar fig, but it's still very good. I'll melt anything in blackberry amber. So this scent, so I do have a theory. When I mentioned the lack of samples before, I am wondering if this was put in instead of a sample, which is not something I've had L3 do before, but I'm just so certain that I did not order this scent. So this is cinnamon roll, maple and buttercream, and it's in like an Acon scent. And I don't have I didn't get any like invoices in my box either. They must have turfed them. Yeah, so this is mostly like a cinnamon roll scent, but sweeter and creamier. It's actually not bad as far as cinnamon scents go, like, you know, kind of strong cinnamon. Because I like the sweetness, but it's still not something I would have picked. So either I threw it in just, I don't know, on a whim or by mistake, or this was my sample. I don't know. Like, I'm genuinely just, I don't know. It's fine. Either way. So, bunts. Bergamot, driftwood, wood sage, and sea salt. So I had a mental blank on what I was holding. Green. This is good. It's a lot of wood sage and sea salt and driftwood, sorry. So there's like a little bit of a perfumey aspect. It's a very sophisticated kind of salty woody scent. But I do like that. And it is the kind of scent I do enjoy on summer afternoons. So when I'm like kind of not wanting fruits and stuff, you know. Watermelon lemonade, frosty fizzy bubbly. So I wasn't sure about this. I know a lot of people like watermelon lemonade. I'm not a big watermelon fan, but I do like frosty fizzy bubbly. So last night when I was smelling this, I smelled a lot of the frosty fizzy bubbly. Today I'm getting a lot more of the watermelon lemonade. I think I will like it in summer. It's not overly watermelon-ish. It is nice and refreshing. I could use a bit more frosty fizzy bubbly, but it is there. It is a really good fizzy blender. So I think I will enjoy that in summer. Definitely probably like only on the really warm days. Satsuma whipped cream. I think I had a sample in this and I liked the smell of it. Like just a kind of creamy, citrusy scent. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. Fruity, but a little bit creamy. It's nice. Be good again for summer, and I could possibly blend that with a bakery as well. Raspberry sorbet, mimosa and mandarin, and cotton candy. One of these cloud bars. This is nice. It does have a very kind of girly, almost like a pink chiffon lean. I feel like I get that sometimes from mimosa and mandarin. Yeah, there's a very kind of feminine, fragrant sort of tone to this. But then like sweetness and zinginess, and it's pretty. It is quite sweet, and yeah, it smells like there's pink chiffon in there, I swear. I don't know why, but anyway. Mimosa mandarin salty sea air. So a few blends with the mimosa and mandarin. Oh, this one I like. I'm really into salty Sierra blends at the moment. I feel like this summer, for me, personally, is going to be all about pineapple and salty Sierra. Possibly together, definitely apart. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of salty Sierra. And it almost makes it feels more fizzy. But in a way I like. So I'm getting like that kind of fruitiness from the mimosa and mandarin, but almost a saltiness and fizziness. I really like it. I think I've got some salty Sierra, I think, from Super Tarts to blend with. I don't know, especially sweet scents with salty Sierra. I'm just obsessed with them at the moment. Black Ranger. So this one is blackberry jam butter cookies and marshmallow pound cake. So I got this one because I didn't think I've tried it before, but when I smelled it, I think I actually have had a sample. And what I remember from the sample and what I'm getting here is that I do think this is a light scent. Kind of get like a marshmallowy sweetness from it, a slight bit of blackberry jam, but it is not strong. So I don't know how it's going to melt up, but yeah, it smells quite light, and I feel like I remember that, and maybe that's why I got the sample and was not that enthusiastic about it and kind of forgot about it. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, it feels light. Pacific Woods, Cashmere Cedar, and Palo Santo. Oh, this smells heavenly. It's almost like an amazing body care pine, but really pine. But there's just this beautiful, smooth, slight sweetness from the cashmere cedar. Oh, this is amazing. I love all of those 3 scents, so I knew it would be good, but just the way that they combine with the cashmere cedar, like, just woody, but beautiful. Really, really good. Palo Santo Blue Sugar and Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. So if you watched my Britta's Creepy Treasures video, I got the exact same mix from Britta as well. Not intentionally, just happened. And they definitely smell different. So the Britta's one was sweeter, because I think her blue sugar is sweeter. The blue sugar at L3 I find can be a little bit sharp sometimes, which sometimes works well in blends and sometimes doesn't. Here I actually kind of like it though. I think the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles has the sweetness that the blend needs. So, yeah, so I like both combos. I think they're different enough. I do enjoy that. It's one of the things I like about Vendor Wax is just because they have different oils, different ways of blending, all sorts of different factors. You can get the same scent oil mix from 2 different vendors, and it can be different enough that you can appreciate them both and you can enjoy them both. I just like that. So because this is a scent combo I enjoy, I like the blue sugar in a bakery. I like having both. I'll probably melt them at the same time in different parts of the house because they will meld well together. But I will enjoy being able to kind of, you know, compare and contrast the difference. It gives me something to kind of think about when I'm, you know, smelling my melts. A couple more scents. So Raspberry Dragon Fruit Cream Soda. So yeah, this is a very summer heavy haul, I feel like. Looking around, well, I don't need wax. I never need wax, right? I probably would have been fine without, but I just went, I need more summery stuff. Excuses. But it was 20% off. This is nice. The raspberry does have a slight, and I have noticed this in other blends, it has a slight floral body care element. So I think this blend would have been better with raspberry whip, because that to me is much more zingy and fruit-like. So yeah, I would prefer this blend without that slightly floral body care element, but it is still really pretty, and I love a good cream soda scent, so it will be good. But just with that little niggling, yeah, just bothering kind of body care scent. Last thing, so Salty Sierra Mellow Fireside Driftwood Campfire Smoke. So so good. Like I said, Salty Sierra, all into that. This one kind of reminds me of like a Beach Nights-esque blend, but with this much smokier, woody element. Oh, yeah. Gonna love that. Definitely gonna love that. I'm just so big into Salty Sierra right now. That's it. That is everything that I got from L3 in that haul. I will have another L3 video, which will be the Try Me sampler, so 50 little sample pieces. I'll do that separately because that's 50 whole scents. Those videos can take a while to do. And I still have Teddy Bees, Savannah Blue, and Super Tarts to get through. So at least this is a good chunk of wax that I can get put away. So that always makes me happy. So hopefully you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.